everyone, welcome back. I am so excited and even dressed up for today's story about bravery and glory. Yeah, are you ready? It is called Bartleby the Brave, and it is written by Victoria Maldonado and illustrated by Ronald B. Jr. Are you ready for this? You better buckle up, boys. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Here we go. 3 sparrow chicks fluttered into the nest. An old bird hugged them close to his chest. Grandpa, Grandpa, tell us a story. He smiled. I know one about bravery and glory. So settle on in, listen close and behave. And I'll tell you the story of Bartleby the Brave. Bartleby Bird gave a great big stretch one morning in his cozy nest. The sun was bright, the weather breezy. The brisk wind made his beak quite sneezy. Achoo, 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 achoo. But nothing would stop him from getting up. He couldn't be late for the Brave Bird Cup. Oh yes, today is a very big day. Today was especially great, you see, because right underneath this very tree, coming from across the forest wide, birds of all kinds gathered and tried to be the best, bravest birds around by swooping and diving past cars that came round. Oh dear, that's death-defying. Young Bartleby watched the games every time. He cheered on his favorites. Oh, they were divine. Like Ned Needlebeak, the strong nuthatch, and Bobby the blue jay, who no one could match. Carissa the catbird, of course, she was quick. And Monty the martin, he knew every trick. Bartleby flew out to his favorite limb, a fantastic spot known only by him. Or so he thought, but to his shock, some other birds were in his spot. Oh, ooh. Excuse me, he said, but this is my space. I sit here each time there is a race. Get lost, little boy. We got here first, said the mean red bird so harshly it hurt. Surely there's room for little old me. Scram, little boy, there's not room for 3. Puh. Oh, the cardinals were bigger and bolder, so Bartleby frowned and shrugged his shoulder. Oh, what is Bartleby going to do? Bartleby tried to find a new spot. With all good limbs taken, he found just one knot, with a view that was very much hidden by leaves, and from here Bartleby could almost not see. Oh no, the bird frowned. This will be the first year that I haven't been able to watch and to cheer. Why? Oh, but Bartleby's frown stayed only a minute. As the games began with his favorite birds in it, he ducked and he bobbed to see them come by, but the leaves were so thick he could almost cry. The sparrow looked longingly back at his place, and the red bird just sneered with a quite nasty face. Nasty bird, so mean. But as Bartleby watched, that bird changed his tune. When onto their branch an old cup legend flew. Bartleby's mouth now dropped open wide as Carmine the cardinal landed beside. Grandpa! The cardinal bully exclaimed. Grandpa? Bartleby whispered the name. Grandpa? Grandpa? I see you found a good spot for the cup, observed the old bird, looking down and then up. Maybe someday, Carl, you'll bravely compete. said the old to the young with a toss of his beak. As the racebird of legend flew down and away, Bartleby noticed the redbird's dismay. I'll show him I'm fast. I'll show him I'm brave, the cardinal squawked before flying away. Such drama. Bartleby's face came alive with delight. He had his branch back, and he quickly took flight, then settled on in to watch all the greats and the new bird cup hopefuls. Oh, I just can't wait. First, Bobby the Blue Jay readied his wings to perform his death-defying windshield swings. Then Ned Needlebeak dipped deeply and dived. Just watching made Bartleby feel alive. Woot, 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 he cheered. Bartleby cheered and Bartleby howled as the competition left him completely wowed. Of all the bird flyers, he was ever so proud. But then he noticed apart from the crowd that same red bird who'd taken his seat was approaching the edge of the bird cup street. What's he doing? As Bartleby watched, the cardinal swooped close to the windshield. The bird looped-de-looped, but as he began to turn his upswing and go over the roof, the car clipped his wing. Tumbling end over end, he fell right down onto the hard and cold black paved ground. Bum, bum, bum. Bartleby gasped, but saw no one had seen. Their eyes were all fixed on the award-winning scene. The small sparrow saw that Carl couldn't get up, and bearing down fast was a big semi-truck. Now it's bum, bum, bum! Without a thought, Bartleby flew from his branch, heading straight to the road, hoping there was a chance. He reached Carl's side and said, "Get up, you must, or you will be hit by this very big truck." Oh, I'm so nervous. The injured bird nodded and lifted a wing, letting Bartleby move him along inch by inch. Just as they both reached the side of the road, the truck rumbled past. It not once even slowed. Before he could rest, Bartleby was swept up, whisked up and away by a gust from the truck. The world spun round and was up was now down as Bartleby was tossed here and there all around. He looped and he swooped and he went topsy-turvy, twisting and whirling in a wind path so curvy. Oh! At last, when the world had stopped turning and spinning, a big flock of birds came toward him, all grinning. Carmine the Cardinal, the legend of old, wrapped a wing around Bartleby and said loud and bold, "Never in all of my bird cup years has a bird dodged a truck with such style and no fear. And to top it all off, you have saved my grandson. I say to you birds, these games were just won." What? With a cheer from the crowd and nods all around, in Bartleby's arms soon the trophy was found. As the birds raised him up in the air so high, Bartleby's tears welled up in his eyes. I never thought I would be able to say that Bartleby became a brave hero that day. The children looked up at their grandpa with awe. "That sparrow was you, wasn't it, Grandpa?" "Indeed it was, my sweet little birds. So you need to remember these few special words, whether you're big or whether you're small. When you care about others, you're a hero to all." The end. And that is the story of Bartleby the Brave. If you want to find out where to get this book and read it again or watch again, I'll put up a card so you can learn all about the author. And remember, it's important to like and subscribe below so you don't miss out on any more of Dina Sherman's stories and more. Bye, everyone. See you next time.